What's going on, everybody? It's Thursday. It's WOMM time. For those that don't know what WOMM is, WOMM, what's on my mind. This is basically just videos to tell you what's on my mind, what I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about a lot of shit, but this is just me getting out a little bit of it. I'm gonna try to keep the videos short. Like I say for the other videos, I'm really trying to keep them short, but I have no editing equipment. This is all raw. This is not scripted. This is just me coming off the top saying what it is I'm talking about. First, before I drop this video, I'm gonna talk a little fast because, like I said, I want to get all this shit out in a good amount of time. These videos, I don't mean to offend anybody. If anything I say offends anybody, it's not purposely done to do that. Some of the stuff I might say might come off as jokingly. Some of the stuff I might say comes off serious. Some of the stuff I may say maybe it is very opinionated. I will throw out some facts out there, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what it is I'm gonna do because we're in a country now where we're free to speak how we're gonna speak, and that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. But once again, I'm not out here to attack anybody. If you don't like what you hear, people don't really watch these videos that I make anyway. So if you do tend to watch this and you don't like what I hear, oh well, I didn't. This, it is what it is. It's not going to change anything. Okay, I'm just an outspoken person and I speak my mind. So we tend to sit there and feel nobody should attack us, and what the next person says shouldn't be talked about or commented on. So it's the same thing. My thing is, if it offends you, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to. So let's get underway. Did not watch the BET Awards or whatever because I don't have cable, but I was on the phone with somebody that was watching the BET Awards. I know everything that basically happened. I read up on some stuff, watched some videos. I want to see the Jennifer Hudson performances. I heard that was dope. I want to see all the Prince performances because I love Prince, and I want to see if they did it any justice. I seen the designer and the Usher performance. Those joints was the Usher joint was dope. Shouts out to Young Thug for not sounding weird. I actually heard the actual audio of the song, and I can take my hat off. He don't sound weird on it. I fucks with the song. Designer, I don't like Designer that much. He's weird to me. He kind of scares me. But I give credit where credit is due. If you're 19 years old and you made it, into the game and you making money now like he's making it, I jump around crazy and shit too. Hey, I just might pull out my dick and wave it in the crowd if I wanted to because I'm that excited. I might do the worm up the aisle, or something. I might try to crowd surf. It is what it is. Have your fun and do what you want to do. You made it. I watched the Jesse Williams speech. Have nothing bad really to talk about it. Did I feel like it was a good speech? Yes. Did I feel like it came at the right time? Yes. Was it empowering? Yes, it really was. So applaud Jesse for doing that. We needed that. Do I feel like it's just going to come and go? Yes, I feel like that. My opinion is that with anything that a lot of the black community, which we're going to talk about, is going to push it under the rug after a while, and something else is going to pop up and that's going to get pushed to the back burner. Yes, because that's what it is we do. That's what happens in life. That's what happens. Shit is only popping for a minute, and then after a while shit starts to die down. This honestly is going to stay around a little bit longer, but my thing is like it's it's just gonna happen just like everything else. Jesse, I haven't seen anything from Jesse before that. I haven't seen him on Facebook like that before that, but now since he made a speech, he's gonna be everywhere for the next maybe month or so. You're gonna start seeing shit that people are gonna find because black people like to search for stuff just to make things better and make themselves feel better. Once again, I'm not taking anything from Jesse. I've seen him on TV before, and I appreciate what he's doing for the community, the black community, and what he's doing as an activist. Do I feel that Justin Timberlake should apologize for what he said? No. I'm a big fan of Justin Timberlake, and I'm not saying this because I'm a fan. I'm saying this because he didn't say anything wrong. He said that the speech was inspiring. I feel like that was his true, words. Do I have a problem with what the journalist said or whatever the dude is, the black journalist that said something? Yes, I do have a problem with that because I feel like you didn't even really need to comment on it. Justin's going to say whatever the fuck he's going to say. He's a human just like everybody else. He has the right to speak his mind. He didn't say anything bad. You being the black person that I know, we can be, you just wanted to say something because you felt like you should have. That's strike number one. Black people need to stop doing that. Just because, we are black people per se, which I am going to talk about. Doesn't mean that you could just say whatever you want to say at the right time and it's, relevant. uh the comment after, he shouldn't apologize either because the dude came at him. So that's how I feel. So 1 point for Justin for speaking his mind, 0 points for the dude that had something to say about it. um Another thing I'm gonna talk about is that whole black and white thing. I've never been a fan of that. Of course, a lot of stuff I'm gonna say is gonna sound jokingly, but stop calling me black. Okay. Now I don't mean this seriously because I'm gonna say that to other people. I'm gonna just be like, hey, I'm a black man, this, then, the fourth. I'm gonna say it. But the point I'm trying to get across within the jokes is this is black. My phone is black. This letter on my hat is black. This little button on the top of my head is black. My mustache is more blacker than the color of my skin is. And I'm gonna just leave you with that. Um you ever realize how when we say a certain list, there's a certain list that always pops up in life, and it's when we name stuff like black, white, Hispanic, Asian. You ever realize how we use black and white? We don't say African American, Caucasian when we're saying that list. We say black, white, Hispanic, Asian. What's up with that? Can somebody answer that? Okay, no, nobody can answer that. Oh, okay. Like I said, I'm just pointing out the little stuff that's on my mind that kind of gets me a tiny bit, that makes my eye twitch, because I'm like, y'all want to fight for something, but it's almost like y'all still going to do that little stuff in the background that's going to make you contradict yourself. Um, Another thing, uh, I ain't never been to Africa. I'm not going back to Africa. I'm going to Africa. Don't get me wrong. Sooner or later, I'm going to go to Africa. But how can you go back to a place that you ain't never been? Oh, y'all are saying it because y'all say that's where I came from. No, actually, I came from, out my mother, and she was born in Philadelphia. So I didn't. My mom was an African. I feel like when people say certain names, I feel like whatever second is, that's exactly what you are. So if you're a smart person but you're stupid, you're a stupid smart person. So when I hear African American, the way I hear that is the fact that you are an American. You're just an African that's an American. That's how I take that. Take that how you want it. But I ain't never been to Africa. I plan on going. But how the fuck can you go back to a place you ain't never been to? I'm gonna just leave that with y'all. Second, I'm keeping track. But another thing, we need to do something different as a black community because there's a lot of times I didn't seen. I'm not a fan of all these young black people dying by the hands of cops, but at the end of the day, not all cops are bad. You need to realize that. So stop making it a. Are you making it a war on cops versus black people, or are you making it a war on white versus black? Because I really don't know nowadays. Um, Black people tend to make themselves feel better by adding fuel to the fire. What I mean by that is I feel like it's a spit in the face because you have the Trayvon Martins that passed away. You have the Eric Garners, the Tamir Rices, I forgot what the girl's name is or whatever the case may be. You have those people that were taken off this earth, in a in a negative form, like point blank period, whether it's right or wrong, their lives have been taken. I feel like you spit in the face of those people when you sit there and take old posts that's happening a long time ago. Like when my nose fucking itches, but when you sit there and you take pictures of like missing black children, or you take pictures of like a person that uh um was shot and killed 5 years ago or 10 years ago, and y'all put the pictures up on Facebook and make it seem like it just happened right now, I feel like that's a spit in the face. Black people tend to add fuel to the fire. They tend to get this attraction to them of negativity because y'all just want to do certain shit to make yourself feel better. Stop doing that. Stop becoming a target. Y'all are making yourselves a target in one way, shape, or form. It's not, y'all don't want to, it's not a race thing because y'all don't want a race war, because at the end of the day, I've been saying this, if it ever turns into a race war, black people are going to lose. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. Because we've adopted, Hispanics into our culture, but we're mad when white people try to come into our culture. We sit there and let Hispanics and Spanish people curse and say nigga and all this stuff. I say nigga all the time. I say it. Okay, but once again, I feel like it's not what you say, is how you say it. We're going to take whatever words we want and make it derogatory or positive in any way, shape, or form. Am I going to stop saying it? Probably not. But at the end of the day, I have a white friend that says it. I had white friends that said it before. I've had, black people that said it around Asians and stuff, and they didn't trip about it. So in other races, they didn't trip about it. So when you hear somebody that's, not say nigga, it's almost like at the end of the day, if a whole bunch of black people got a white person that's acting black and they accept that, like a Paul Wall, even though he's never said it, or somebody in that realm, and they say, yo, what's good, my nigga? And they be like, yo, what's good? Y'all accept that. But then when a white person that doesn't play that part says it, y'all think it's a bad thing. Once again, that's a contradiction. It's the little stuff y'all need to pay attention to. And that's kind of what the focus of this video is. Pay attention to the little stuff, and maybe y'all might prosper. Maybe y'all might win, and maybe y'all might be successful. At the end of the day, um, what I'm saying is we need to do something different. We can't just, sit there and wait for somebody like Jesse Williams to make a speech. We can't sit there and wait for another black person to die at the hands of, the cops. We can't sit there and wait for opportunities to happen in order for us to have a reason to stand up. We should have been standing up as a race per se for a long ass time or whatever. I feel like it's also a spit in the face because racism happened, okay? Lynchings and black people couldn't drink at certain spots and eat at certain, that shit happened. Our ancestors, my grandma's moms and this, that, and the fourth, fought for that stuff. They fought for freedom. And when freedom came about for us, there's no fighting for us no more. We don't have to fight for that. We just have to fight for what's happening right now. So when people say I'm doing it for racism, I'm doing it, why are you doing it for racism? You weren't a slave. No disrespect to anybody that grew up in those times, but I feel like it's more disrespectful to fight for something that they've already fought for, and y'all are using that to make reasoning for what it is y'all do today. That's a spit in the face. Stop doing that. So when people say stuff like, oh, don't get mad at somebody for saying, damn, another slave show, another slave movie or whatever, and people sit there, the pro-black people sit there, oh, well, nah, it's because, you need to know about your education and this, that, and the fourth. A lot of the people that are saying this are people that's around my age that I went to school with. Y'all weren't that interested when we were in school. When they played Roots 24/7, y'all were sitting there like, oh, shit. Now all of a sudden y'all want to be pro-black. Now all of a sudden y'all want to sit there and say, oh, Roots is back on, so let's watch it. It's a new it's all saying the same shit. Now y'all don't have a problem, with Roots playing shit 24/7 or whatever, or having different variations of it in these slave movies and shows, but y'all can watch all these reality shows that are basically the same thing just in different places. Housewives of Atlanta, Housewives of New Jersey, Housewives of Los Angeles, and y'all can watch this shit. Loving Hip Hop Atlanta, Loving Hip Hop this, but y'all get mad at somebody else because they said they keep repeating the same shit that we already know, and they call this reality TV. No, I'm tired of watching these slave movies. I know everything I basically need to know about slavery. It was bad. It happened. It's not happening anymore. We free. There it is. I know about Martin Luther King. I know about Malcolm X. I know about Harriet Tubman. And you already know I have a problem with putting her on a $20 bill. I feel like y'all gonna disrespect the shit out of that. I already know about Rosa Parks. I already know about, what happened to slaves back then. Do I feel bad for them? Yes, 100+%. But can we do anything about that now? No, we can't. Stop dwelling on the past. Think about that. Second, I keep saying second of all, but we need to do something different. I hate to see posts on Facebook and Instagrams and stuff about shit that already happened, and y'all bring it to the forefront now to make it seem like, yo, we're constantly getting attacked. The only reason why y'all say, oh, this ain't happening to white people, somewhere, somehow is stuff like this happening to white people. It's just the fact of that's not news because they only see this stuff and that's happening in the background. Y'all ever realize that y'all bring this shit to the forefront and y'all make it, national news? Y'all make it feel like it's so important that y'all are just forgetting what the fuck's happening in the background. When niggas been killing niggas for a long time also, but y'all ain't have a problem with that. I guarantee once the BET Awards was over, I guarantee you that there was some type of hatred from one black person to another. Y'all get mad because these corporations, y'all say, oh, they just trying to brainwash us and they trying to take over our what's the names. BET was founded by a black person. It was then given over to Viacom, which was ran by a white person. For the sake of what? Probably money. So don't sit there and say, oh, you know, man, these white people are trying, when the same station that broadcasted that Jesse Williams speech is now owned by a white person. What are you trying to say? Oh, but he gets a pass because y'all are probably gonna sit there and look at it as saying, oh, well, he's supporting black people, so he cool. Stupid. Just fucking stupid. I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm here to show y'all what y'all are doing wrong. What we're doing wrong. What we need to change. Wake up. That's what you need to wake up and realize. That black people contradict themselves a whole lot more than anybody else does. We fight for the wrong things at the wrong times. We add fuel to the fire that's already has a flame that's as high as it can possibly be. Stop doing stuff like that. Stop bashing the other black people because they don't agree with you and calling them Uncle Toms and stuff. What happened to us just having our own opinion? If you like it, you like it. That don't take away from the person. They might not understand it like you understand. People might watch this video and say, damn, yo, Steve, you a fucked up individual, or whatever they might take from it. I'm going to be like, why? Off of one video? Just like y'all acted off of one speech? Y'all just proved my point. But I know I could probably put this video out. People probably might not like or agree with what I say, but I guarantee there's going to be some people that's still going to sit there and call me their brother. They're still going to call me, you know, their friend. Because they was like, well, I don't like what he said, but that's his opinion and that's who he is. Majority of black people can't do that. That's why y'all get mad at Iggy Azalea and all these white rappers and shit, because y'all like, they trying to be like us. No, they're trying to be a part of a culture that they think is cool. The same way y'all buy Jordans 24/7 because y'all like them. The same way y'all sit there, Ralph Lauren, I don't even know for sure if Ralph Lauren is white, if Ralph Lauren is black. I think he's white. But y'all wear polo all the time because y'all like it. It's something that you like. So if the white people like this culture, why are we going to try to shut the door on them? Because you saying they not being real? What if that's what they grew up around? Think. It's not that hard. Common sense ain't so fucking common nowadays. That's all I'm trying to get across. We need to change ourselves first before we could follow any Jesse Williams. Before we could follow anybody else. We need to change ourselves first. We ain't stand up in arms before all this bullshit was happening. Now we feel like we got to make up for lost times. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. You don't need to pull out your phones every time a cop pulls you over. You don't need to make the situation more, you know, intense than it already possibly is. A cop could be wrong just as much as the person he's pulling over could be wrong. But y'all feel like nowadays, oh, the cops are always in wrong. No. Just like the person that said, oh, when they Googled, you know, 3 black people, all they got was mugshots. And when they did 3 white people, they got happy shit. Probably because niggas are always doing shit. How about that one? That's the reason why he got mugshots instead of just happy black people. Because niggas is always robbing, shooting, stealing, doing this shit to get theyself locked the fuck up. Oh, but I wasn't supposed to say that because I'm black? Man, fuck that. Niggas is gonna be niggas at the end of the day. Y'all still, after that speech, y'all still gonna go and sit there and fight that bitch in the street for saying something to you on Twitter. Y'all still gonna fight over somebody's man because he ain't dicked you down the way he dicked her down. Y'all still gonna fight, or y'all still gonna sit there and try to, buy the weave that's on sale. Y'all gonna sit there and try to make sure that you on fleek. Y'all gonna sit there and try to praise Beyonce more than you praise your own fucking mom or somebody in your family. Y'all will look after the niggas that's on the TV screen faster than you will look for your own fucking family. It's just entertainment. That's all we here to do is entertain people. I understand you gonna follow whoever you gonna follow, but at the end of the day, y'all giving these people statuses that they don't even really need. Do I want to feel like I'm a king? Yeah, I want people to refer to me, as an inspirational person, somebody that they could say, "Yo, I fucks with him. Like he's that real person." But I'll be the person to tell them, like, "Look, don't do what I do. Be something better than me. If you're gonna take my image or you're gonna take something that I do and make it work for you, that's cool. But don't say you trying to beat me. That's two different things. Take what I do and try to apply it to yourself to make yourself better. But don't do it trying to beat me or trying to praise me. No, I don't need that. We need to grow up. That's all I'm basically trying to say. We need to start using common sense because we seem like we're digging ourselves in a hole that we can't get out of. Because at the end of the day, if you want to say this, yeah, okay, maybe the white man dug that hole, but it was up to us whether we wanted to jump in it or not. And then when we do jump in it, are you going to do everything you need at the right time to get yourself out of it? Or are you just going to sit there and fall victim to the stereotype? Use your common sense. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's just a little bit. Surprisingly, that's just a little bit of what's on my mind. I got a lot more. But you got to get that next Thursday. All right. Like everything, yo. Shouts out to everybody that fucks with me. Shouts out to all the people I fuck with. Peace and love to everybody in the world. Yeah, peace and love to everybody in the world. I got love for everybody, but I got more love for the people that got love for me back. All right. Like always, stay safe, stay positive, and once these videos over, there's only one thing else to say. 2 up.